Good evening children, welcome to class 6 physics IET class after a long back. Okay, we had a long break due to exams as well as Sankranti holidays. So hope you remember the topic. So if you want, just go for the previous videos. Okay, so till where we have finished. Yesterday I have posted the video regarding cells in series and cells in parallel. So how? So what is cells in series and what are cells in parallel? First, cells in series is nothing but number of cells connected together here. But how they are connected in series or parallel? In series, what type of connection is there, and in parallel, what type of connection is done? First, in series, we consider 3 batteries. Even in the parallel, also we consider here 3 batteries, for example. Okay. So, in series, as we know, battery has 2 terminals. What are they? Positive as well as negative terminal, right? So in series, positive is connected to the negative. Okay, whereas in cells in the parallel, all the positive ends are connected to one terminal and all the negative terminals are connected to one terminal again. So here in this is positive terminal and this is negative terminal. Yes or no? The bulging portion of the cell is called as positive and the outer layer is called as a negative terminal. We consider it in the form. So here the positive terminal of first battery is connected to the negative terminal of the second battery. Again, this positive terminal of the second battery is connected to the negative terminal of the third battery. And the positive terminal of third battery is connected directly to the bulb. And here again battery 1 negative terminal is empty. So we consider this negative terminal to the negative end terminal of the bulb. So here this is a circuit. So this is a closed circuit, right? What is the mean by closed circuit as well as open circuit? If there are connections between each of the source here, example we can consider this is a proper connection. If we do not have Y here, do not have any terminals, this is called as closed circuit, open circuit. In this open circuit, current does not flow. Okay. So when the current flows, when the circuit is closed, when the whole circuit is closed, when the whole circuit, in the circuit, all the wires are connected to each other, then it is called as closed circuit. Current passes only in the closed circuit. So in our process also, when we on the switch, there is nothing but we are making the circuit close. Then the fan or whatever the light will be working. If you want to stop working of the electric goods, we just make the switch off. That means we are breaking the circuit. We are opening the circuit there. The circuit is open, current does not pass. We all know that current always passes in a closed circuit. Okay. As electrons move from positive to negative to positive to negative, so here the circuit will be closed. Okay. This is regarding open circuit as well as closed circuit. Only electricity passes in the closed circuit, and in the open circuit, electricity does not passes. So when the switches are off, it says that the electric circuit is open. The current does not flow. The switches are on, the electric circuit gets closed. There the electrons move and the electricity passes through the electronic goods. So this is a closed circuit. So when they are closed, it starts working. So as a reaction, here the bulb starts glowing, and the EMF of these 3 cells is 1.5 volts. Okay. The EMI of these 3 cells is 1.5 volts. So when the cells are connected in series, the EMF will be the sum of all the cells. The EMF in the series will be sum of all the cells. That means 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1.5 is equals to 4.5. The EMF of this bulb is 4.5 volts. Okay. If you connect one cell, the bulb starts glowing. If you connect one more cell, the bulb starts glowing a little bit brighter. If you connect one more cell, that is 3 cells, it starts glowing. In that way, if you have number of cells, the more brighter the bulb increases till its capacity. Okay. If you add more number of, if the bulb capacity is only 5 mmF, we have 4.5 EMF. If we add one more cell, what happens? It increases to 6 volts, 6 EMF, yes or not? So there the EMF is more than the bulb EMF. So the bulb will be bulb will be getting damaged. The bulb does not glow, instead the circuit will be open. The current does not flow into the circuit as it will not take more amount of EMF. And so the total EMF of 3 cells should be equal to the bulb. It should be less but not more than the bulb EMF. Clear? So the EMF of 3 cells is 1.5. So the total EMF obtained on the bulb is 4.5 volts. So this is regarding in series. More number of cells here, more brighter the bulb glows. In the same way, if one circuit is open here, see, I am not connecting these cells. Okay, will the bulb glow? The bulb does not glow because it is getting only positive connection here. Yes or not? From where it has to get negative connection? Now open here. From where it will get negative connection? So here it is open. So this cell and this cell don't have any connection. So it is having positive terminal from here plus negative from here. But both the cells are not having any connection. So the circuit is open. It will not get the bulb will not glow in the cells in series if one of the circuit is open. Whereas in the cells in parallel, same 1.5 EMF, 1.5 volts, 1.5 volts, 1.5 volts. Here, the 3 positive terminals of 3 cells and negative terminals of 3 cells are connected to the positive and negative terminal of the bulb directly. So here we have taken from positive to negative, whereas in the cells in parallel from positive together one side and negative together one side. Okay. Here, whatever the EMF waving, the bulb takes only the more amount of the cell which is having more EMF. For example, it is 1.5, it is 1.5, it is 1.5. So the EMF of this bulb will be 1.5 only. And the bulb goes with the same brightness. How many cells will add? The bulb goes with the same brightness. But if it is 2.5, the EMF of this bulb will be 2.5. That means here the EMF is sum of the total cells. Here the EMF is the highest of the cells. Which cell is having high EMF? That cell EMF will be chosen by the bulb. Okay. Here the brightness of the cell increases, whereas here the brightness of the cell does not increase. It will be same. How many cells will be added? Okay. And if I break here, I have opened a circuit here. What happens? Will the bulb glow or not? Here, if I break the circuit, if I open the circuit, the bulb does not glow. But here the bulb glows. Why? Because you are getting positive terminal from these cells and it make only one here. Yes, I have did lines. So what happened? This bulb make positive and negative terminal. It is getting positive from first, third and the second. So no problem. And then it is getting negative terminal from the third as well as second. So it is getting negative terminal as well as positive terminal. So the bulb starts glowing. Whereas in cells in series, the bulb, if one circuit is opened, it does not get any electricity here. Whereas in the cells in parallel, if one circuit is opened, the remaining circuit will be closed. It is getting positive and negative. So it will be glowing here. This is regarding cells in series and cells in parallel, bulbs in series as well as bulbs in parallel. For example, in the same way, instead of cells, if you take bulb, only one cell, number of bulbs there in the series. What happened? If one bulb stops glowing, other bulb also stops glowing. Okay. Why? Because one negative to one positive, one positive, again one negative, again one positive, again one negative. Instead of cells, let's take bulbs here. Assume these are bulbs. So what happens from positive to negative, positive to negative. So here one circuit is closed, the bulb stops glowing. Whereas in the parallel, 3 bulbs you take, positive altogether, negative altogether. If you disconnect one bulb, the remaining bulbs glows with the help of the battery. Okay. So this is cells and bulbs in series as well as parallel. Closed circuit, open circuit already we have discussed. If the circuit is closed, if it is not, does not having any break, then it is closed circuit. In closed circuit only the electricity passes. Whereas open circuit, electricity does not passes. Why? Because there is no movement of the electrons in the open circuit. And next is what are conductors and what are insulators. So already we have studied this, what are conductors and what are insulators. Conductors are nothing but the particles which absorb electricity are called as conductors, and the insulators are nothing which does not allow electricity to pass through them are called as insulators. For example, if anyone gets some shock or current shock or something else, what do the other people do? They just beat him with the wooden scale or wooden stick. Instead of wooden stick, why don't we take iron stick or iron scale? Because here iron is a conductor, that means it absorbs electricity, so that if we touch the person with again one more conductor, the electricity passes to us. So there is a chance even we will get chance. That is the reason we will use only wood or plastic substance, or plastic table also will be wearing when we are doing some electric works, or some other people electricians when they are doing some electric work, they use plastic chapel and the wooden things. Why? Because wood is a insulator, it does not absorb electricity, it will not make electricity to pass through them. So that is the reason where mostly electricians use insulators with them. Conductors are nothing but, even what is a conductor? What is a conductor? Okay, iron particles, all the metals are mostly conductors. And next, plastic is a insulator, it will not allow electricity to pass through them. Next, some what we call paper, plastic. So these all comes under insulators. Conductors means which pass electricity through them. Insulators means which does not pass electricity through them. Okay. So this is a whole lesson. So tomorrow or in the next class we will be discussing. Or let us take 2-3 questions now. So here is a question. Identify conductors and insulators from the following. Is eraser is a conductor or insulator? Eraser is a insulator. Paper, insulator. Mastic, insulator, because it does not take electricity to pass through them. And copper wire, it is a conductor. That is the reason we use copper wire in the electric circuits. Electric wires will be there, no? Normal wires. There we will be using copper wires. It is a conductor. Pencil lead graphite is also a conductor. And next is polythene. Polythene is but plastic. So polythene is also a conductor. Next. One more. If you touch an electric wire carrying current, you can get a shock. But if on the same wire the birds sit, they do not get any shock. Explain why. Because when the circuit is closed, even when the current is not flowing, nothing will happen to the birds, but the current is flowing. And even if you think the copper wires is surrounded by the plastic wire, so the plastic is an insulator, so nothing will be happening to the birds. If the circuit is open, or if the plastic wire is not there, or if the wires are attached to the electric poles over there, no, there will be having some iron substance, as iron and aluminum are the conductors. When the birds touch them, even they too get shocked. Okay. So you know what is electric bulb. So what is the positive terminal, what is the negative terminal? So which of the following form of energy obtained from electricity is used in our homes? From what energy you use? Light, sound, heat. From where we get light energy? From the bulb, mostly nowadays. Sound with the TV and musical systems. Heat by heater, greasers, all those things. Even by the stove also we get heat. Okay. How can an electric bulb get fused? Fuse is nothing but the breakage of filament. Just now I said if the EMF is 6, the current the EMF of 3 bulbs is 6 and the total EMF of bulb is only 5 volts. What happens then? Here the bulb gets fused. That means here the filament gets break because of the more voltage. Okay. The bulb capacity is only 5 volts. But if you are passing almost 6 volts, what happens? The bulb gets fused. If it gets more amount of more amount of electricity, it gets fused. So these are some other questions. Building sheet, you can make it. And please remember what is a circuit diagram. Which of the following energy conversions methods is used to generate electricity? So we have lot of conversions here. First, chemical to electricity. Mainly we use these cells. We use chemicals here. By this chemical we get electrical energy. And next, thermal heat. Thermal, it is nothing but we get even electricity with a thermal power station just by burning coal. So we get different types of, even by the solar energy also we can use the appliances. So here are some of the things, some of the short terms. An electric gadget to break the circuit. To break the circuit, what we use in our houses, if the switch is, the light is on, we want to, why it is on, why it is glowing? Because the circuit is closed. To make the circuit open, what we have to do? We have to off the switch. Okay. So what is the electric gadget here we use for closing the circuit? Switch. Next, an alloy used to make filament of a bulb. What is a filament used in the bulb? When we have discussed regarding bulb, I have explained this. Tungsten. A combination of 2 or more cells is called as, the combination of 2 or more cells is called as battery. Okay. Next, the source of electricity, powerhouse or cells, all those things. The 2 terminals of a cell are, what are the 2 terminals? Contains for the cell, positive as well as negative. Okay. Next, almost all the topics are discussed. Only concept of fixing sheet is less. Tomorrow we will be finishing that. Thank you.